What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of All Thoughts, No Thirst. I just wanted to jump in real quick, talk for a few minutes about just some stuff, more stuff. I want to talk about things that kill our potential. And I think the problem with potential killers are they're mainly internal. So majority of the things that hold us back are things we're completely in control of, whether it's procrastination, lack of confidence, not believing in ourselves. Like, just it's just stuff most of the time. Things we carry and hold on to unnecessarily. Um, and I really just want to lay a few things on y'all. And um, moments are big, right? So, things that kill moments and kill potential. The big one is environment. Where you are mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally, that matters, right? That matters. So, who you're around matters. If you're not in a good spiritual place and you hanging around a bunch of people that have no type of spiritual foundation, whether they're Muslim, uh, Catholic, Lutheran, Christian, Baptist, whatever, um, you know, the important part of a religious foundation is simple. It's very simple. It gives you some sort of guidance, some sort of moral compass in how you conduct yourself, right? So you go through life with no real sense of anything. I'm not knocking agnostics. I'm not. Y'all feel free to believe or not believe in whatever you choose. Um, that is completely up to you. I'm looking down because I got my notes because I'm an old man. And who we are around matters just as much because, people have a tendency to limit you to them. And I say that because you're headed somewhere, right? You headed to the next phase of life. You listening to people that haven't never been where you're going. That's like me asking a locomotive engineer how to fly an airplane. Those two jobs don't correlate. Like it is counterproductive. Um, and furthermore, what we consume. If all you consuming is negativity, that's all you're going to produce is negativity. So clean your circle, clean your environment, clean your mind, and kind of lock in and make it happen. Everybody's not gonna understand your journey, but they'll be able to understand your destination. Trust me. Um, the next thing, confidence and faith. They look the same, but they different. Confidence is, external. It's kind of how you carry yourself, right? Faith is what you believe in, where your beliefs come from. Where is your center? And I believe both are muscles that you have to work. So you have to work on becoming more confident. You have to grow your faith via whatever practice you choose, whether it's going to church, uh, studying the various religious texts, anything. But your faith and confidence have to be like supreme because when you headed somewhere important in life, you got to remember this journey is for you. Now, it may affect or effect the people around you, the people that depend on you, but this is about you. So you cannot let your faith or confidence waver, get shaken in any aspect because what happens is our faith wavers, our confidence wavers, and now we're second guessing ourselves. Moments we prepared for. Uh, for the students out there, grown up students, listen, you've been studying for this test all week. Now, suddenly, because some fool said you always doing this, you always doing it. Now you second guessing everything. The best advice I ever got was leave people in their reality so they don't pollute yours. That was the best advice I've heard in the last 20 years, and I'll live and die by it. Um, keep your confidence and your faith high in yourself. Um, and remember to never let external things steal your joy. Joy, the thieves of joy is a thief of joy is what I like to call it. Um, you know, joy, things that steal your joy are, it's kind of like a fire. If you don't address it, it won't grow. right? Whether it's an insecurity, uh, a person that you have conflict with, um, the less it matters, the less it will matter. And it's okay to prioritize your feelings over the situation. So if this situation makes me upset or uncomfortable, guess what? I'm done. Done with it. Whether it's a relationship, a job, uh, a volunteer organization, the minute my feelings become compromised, I can't perform effectively, and I'm no longer an effective member of this team, organization, group. So I let it go. And remember that not right now is an acceptable response, because people will lay their life in your hand, in your lap, and expect you to solve their problem for some weird reason. Like, oh, well, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like, well, look, what would you have done if I didn't pick the phone up? Because I got my own life I'm living. I got things I'm working on. I got, a degree I'm trying to finish or whatever. But here you are with this issue, and you want it to take precedence over what I got going on. So not right now is a completely acceptable answer. Boundaries. This is a big one. A very big one. Very, very big one. Uh, we think of boundaries as solely in relationships, but we need boundaries for ourselves, meaning, if I'm gonna be a productive member of anything, it comes with a certain level of discipline, and discipline internally affects how I behave externally, right? So keeping it real, we just make it simple. People who live off fast food, right? Some people just don't, they don't necessarily care what they eat. They pay for it in the long run, right? We pay for that kind of stuff via our health. So by setting boundaries and maintaining some disciplines, guess what? Now, by rejecting certain things, you're protecting yourself from other things. And the ultimate boundary you can have is respect. So for me, at me personally, respecting my time is huge. Please don't ever disrespect my time, because time is the one thing I can't get back. We waste money. We buy unnecessary stuff and do all of this goofy stuff that we really don't care about. But if I block out time and you're late, or say you call a meeting, somebody calls it, you call a meeting with somebody, don't be late. Be early. Prioritize the fact that they're taking their time to spend it with you and to help you meet your need. Respect that above all. So, just I'll go back through it, and I really just wanted to get this out there. It's been on my desk for a minute, and I needed to get it out there. The final moment killer or momentum killer is you. It's always us. It's always us. It is always us. If you know you're on your last point at work, set that alarm a few minutes early. Get your butt up. If you having some issues in life, find some sort of spiritual balance. I'm not saying going to church fixes everything, but trust me, finding some sort of spiritual balance fixes, points you in a direction of some tools that can fix things. Um, mind your physical health. A lot of times our mental health is a reflection of our physical health. We frazzled, razzled, tired, ugly in the face most of the time because we're not taking care of ourselves. Rest is an essential vitamin. So take some time to do nothing. Treat yourself. And I'm going to close it out with, I know this is a short one. It's only like 10 minutes, but congratulations to Outkast for making it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was deserved, but they owe us some more music. And not no flute music. I don't want to hear that. I love Andre 3000, but brother, I don't want to hear elevator music. I do not. So yeah. But other than that, I'm glad we got to the bottom of the whole Gorilla versus the 100 thing, because it's my personal opinion, and I'm gonna close it out with this. We all got a homeboy, the fellas do, who took a dookie in the club before. That's who goes first. Cause he don't care about nothing for real. does not care. And you know who goes in the second group? All the dudes in black Air Forces that's bent up. Yeah. Y'all in the second group. And the third group consists of good decision makers like myself. We're going to let y'all set the tone. So if y'all get beat on, we're going to be diplomatic. Now, if y'all seem to slow him down, we'll join the fray. But we got to stay on the same page. And that's been All Thoughts, No Thirst. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to throw some more episodes out there. I'm still getting some equipment stuff worked out. So bear with me. And if you got any suggestions or anything, do not be afraid. I love the interaction. I love comments. Y'all have a blessed one.